Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have another dev talk video. In the devs, we're speaking on UI changes, cosmetics, perks, and more. So I also have a lot of dev videos on my channel. If you like this type of content and want to see more dev talk videos, update videos, and stuff like that, I have a lot of other videos on my channel, so go check those out. Also, link to the official forums from Bannerlord will be down below if you want to read it for yourself, if you want to join the forums, join the discussions, anything like that. And lastly, I have a script. Everything that I say and pretty much all the links that are stated are going to be on the screen right now and also be down below in the description. You guys can translate, you guys can look at it later, whatever you guys would like. So without further ado, let's get to it. So first, we have a player suggesting a way to view companion skills during the buying and equipment process so he does not have to keep changing from the character screen to the inventory screen. So pretty much put the skills somewhere on the inventory screen. Another player replied to this thread with a picture mockup showing what it would look like in his eyes. As you can see by the player's provided picture mockup, the companion skills are listed down below in the middle. So the devs respondents stated they do agree with the players and to look out for this type of change in future updates. So in my opinion, personally, this looks like a viable UI change, and it could make the whole experience more user-friendly, beginner-friendly, and all of that. So hopefully we do get this change in the future. Second, we have a player suggesting two big changes to the UI. First being the ability to look around the map when the player is in a castle or town, since right now the screen is locked and you cannot really zoom far out or move the camera at all when you are waiting in a town, right, or a castle. Second, being game logs. The player states that the logs go too fast, they disappear too fast, they get blocked by other screens, and overall they need an overhaul. The player ends stating that this will improve the game a lot, and he understands that the devs are busy, and there are probably different dev teams for the UI and single player changes, but I think these changes are worth it, as he states. The devs respondents state that before army and party trackers were added, there was not a huge reason to zoom out and move the camera around the map, especially when you are in a town or a castle. But now that those are implemented, this suggestion will be brought up internally. And as far as for the logs, the devs state that they are working on an overhaul for the in-game logs, and it is currently in the design phase with no ETA as of right now. And ETA means estimated time of arrival, so there's no time frame for that. Lastly, the devs state that their UI team and campaign team are different devs, and that the UI team does both single player and multiplayer UI. So in my opinion, I completely agree with the player when it comes to the logs. Right now, they do feel useless, and I only catch some random world news sometimes, but it does go by too fast. It does get blocked by certain screens, and overall, it's just not good enough in my opinion, right? So hopefully the overhaul fixes these concerns and makes it a better, experience in general. And when it comes to moving the camera when a player is inside a castle or a town, I do agree. You should be able to move it. Third, we have a multiplayer dev making a thread about upcoming multiplayer changes. I will go over all the changes in the solo video focusing on the thread because there are a lot of changes that they are working on. But some big news is the devs state that cosmetics and customization is coming to outfits in the game and eventually weapons. And this has to do with multiplayer, by the way, just if you didn't know. I personally think this is huge, and I know it's controversial because a lot of people are like, oh, pay to win, this, that. If it's just cosmetic, I think it would be pretty cool. It does boost a lot of multiplayer games to the next level. So we're going to see how it's implemented, but it's a yes for me. I think this is a good step in the right direction if they do it right. A cool thing I would like to see with the cosmetics, though, is if they can kind of incorporate the random rare aspect of different cosmetic items. Maybe kind of like, now hear me out. I know this might sound kind of controversial because there was a lot of controversy with CSGO skins, but I like how CSGO skins like transcended and have like this whole rare factor, how different patterns and stuff go. I'm not saying copy that system exactly, but if we get like sort of a system like that, but when it comes to like medieval weapons and outfits, I think that could be kind of game changing in terms of like multiplayer. But we'll see how they do it. And like I said before, if they do it right, then everyone's gonna be happy. So we'll see how it goes. Fourth, we have a player stating that there is still work to be done with the first-person mode in the game, and shows an example with polearms where the base game looks really distorted, and also showed how a mod changed the code to make it viable. The devs thank the player and state that this info will be relayed internally. So in my opinion, this is a great post by the player, and hopefully the first person does keep getting better and better. We did receive kind of, I wouldn't call it an overhaul, but a lot of changes to it in the recent, I think, 1.5.2 patch. I played on it. It looks very, very epic. If you have not played on the first person mode, I would try it out. It's an experience, and it's a lot better than before, because before we had a lot of clipping when it came to helmets, beards, and stuff of that nature. But it is a lot better now, but obviously still needs more improvements. And if more players make posts like this, which pretty much, show an example, show the code and all that, these changes are going to come out a lot faster. Fifth, we have players suggesting a perk effect summary screen for characters to see what they are good at, or for you to check what companions are good at and stuff like that, right? The example is on the screen right now, and it does look good in my opinion, and I think it should be in the game for sure. Like it does completely make sense. You don't want to go through all the perks every time you want to check what a companion has, especially if your companion is very high level. You know what I mean? I think a summary screen maybe on the side of the perk screen, which pretty much states he has this, and that, right? And go from there, right? The devs respond and thank the player for the suggestion and state that this will be discussed internally. So hopefully it does happen, because I think this is actually, out of all the UI changes we talked about, what's it called, in this video, I think this is one of the most important ones, and it would help a lot of, a lot of sorting, because you would have to do a lot of sorting to actually check out what a companion has, but with this, it just puts it all together for you, and I think it's a very, very viable UI change. So that's pretty much all these statements and replies for now, and if anything new comes up, I will make a video and keep you guys informed. I have a lot of videos coming about a lot of different threads, multiplayer, single player, and all of that, so stay tuned. I have another dev talk video planned as well. It's just we need a little bit more dev replies. We have a couple, but not enough to really make a video out of it, but a lot more videos are coming. I have a lot more ideas and stuff of that nature. We got more streams coming. My stream link will be down below. Discord link if you guys want to join the conversation. All of that's down below. Lastly, I'm going to end this video the same way on most of my update and dev talk videos. I want to thank the developers for staying active and bringing good changes. Also, I have a video on how you can revert your game to any other patch released, or to this patch currently if you cannot get to it right now. It's a very simple tutorial, a couple of minutes, and it should get you to where you're going. Also, I did start a Patreon, and it's nothing crazy. I'm using it for just basic support. There's no paywalling. My content will always be free for everyone. It's just a way to support me further and what I do. These videos do take time, so if you do appreciate my work, go check it out if you wish. And hopefully this video was informative, and like always, stay safe.